Hello guys, today I would like to share with you my deck list for Ritual Beasts. I actually took this deck to locals yesterday and I got first place. It wasn't the most competitive locals I've been to, but it was pretty decent. The matchups were Voiceless Voice, Tempai, Salamangreat and Branded. I usually tend to face a lot of Snake Eye, but yesterday I was lucky enough to not do that. Although with this deck it's not that hard of a matchup, to be honest. Some of the cards carry a lot. And also one thing to note is that I didn't play the Nemesis Corridor and Flag and colosSUS package because I don't own it yet. I have ordered it, but I also don't think I'm ever going to use it because I don't know, I don't love it. It's obviously great and you should probably play it. I just love playing this deck pure, maybe. I don't know. So yeah, the deck performed amazingly well. It was super consistent. And I don't know, I don't have much more to say. Maybe let's get into the deck list and we'll see how it goes from there. So, first of all, we've got 3 Spiritual Beast Ulti Kanahok. This is the best starter of the deck. The reason this card is the best starter of the deck is because he says that once per turn, not a hard once per turn by the way, most of these old cards don't have that hard once per turn clause. So once per turn you can technically Gold Sarcophagus 1 Ritual Beast card from your deck. So you banish 1 card from your deck technically. And the primary target for that is a Spiritual Beast Tamer Lara. This card is just unbelievable. I think if there were any custom cards online before we got this new support, a lot of them would be worse than this card. When she is banished, you can special summon a Ritual Beast monster from the deck, which is unbelievable. Also, if a Ritual Beast card cards would be destroyed, you can banish her from the grave to keep them not destroyed, I guess. And also you can discard this card from your hand to gain an extra normal summon for your turn, which makes this card and almost any other Ritual Beast monster in your hand technically full combo. The other 1 card starter we have is Spiritual Beast Rampengu. This card says that you can technically, let's give it short, send 1 Ritual Beast monster from your deck to the graveyard. So this is not as great because you cannot banish Lara as Kanahok does, but we also got a new fusion monster, Nochi Udraco, which actually lets you contact fuse by using monsters from the graveyard as well. So it is unbelievable that you can just send Lara with Rampengu and then use Rampengu and Lara, banish them and get Nochi Udraco, and then Lara activates and you can get whatever else you want, which is great. Next up, we are playing the triple Elder. Elder is also amazing. He says that the turn he is normal summoned, you can actually gain an extra normal summon for your turn. The great thing about this card is that it cannot get impermed or veilered or something, because this is not an effect that activates on summon. It's an effect that, it means it meets its condition by the time it is summoned. So a lot of people will try to impermanent stuff. Yesterday I was incredibly kind to let everyone know to not imperm this. I was that stupid guy. So yeah, thankfully it didn't matter. And yeah, of course this card and Kanahok is the absolute best combo of the deck. but so it is with Rampengu and Lara, and you can do a whole lot of things with this guy. So yeah, these are the main, the best monsters of the deck, but we are also running 4 other unique ones. First off, we have Ritual Beast Tamer Wen. This card actually is my favorite card of the deck, and it says that when it is normal summoned, you can target one of your banished Ritual Beast monsters and you can special summon it. This card is a main part of the combos of the deck. Of course, if you draw it, it won't matter. It's not like it is, I mean, it doesn't mess up your combo, but you don't really want to draw it. Sometimes it might be handy though. Then we have Lara, the old Lara, which kind of has the same effect, but it special summons one from the graveyard. We are also playing Spiritual Beast Tamer Winda. She's pretty neat for 2 reasons. First of all, she's like Lara, which I forgot to mention. She's a spiritual beast and a ritual beast tamer, which helps with the fusions. Maybe I'll explain that later. And the other her effect is that if this card is destroyed by an opponent's card, you can special summon one ritual beast monster from your deck or extra deck, which is unbelievable because you can actually even summon the Link 4 by her effect. And the other great thing about her is that she's 1600 attack, which might not seem great, but it actually contests SP Little Knight incredibly well, and it helped me quite a few times actually yesterday. And yeah, and our last monster is Ritual Beast, Spiritual Beast, Apelio. This card is actually pretty neat. Once again, you don't love seeing any of these cards in your hand, but sometimes they can enable some weird combo lines which are pretty interesting. And yeah, Apelio actually says that once per turn, it's a quick effect technically because it says during either player's turn, you can banish one Ritual Beast card from your graveyard, and for the rest of the turn, all Ritual Beast monsters you control gain 500 attack and defense. So even if he leaves the field, your Ritual Beast monsters will gain 500 attack for the rest of this turn. Also, this is not the once per turn, so if you contact fuse him and then you bring him back, you can do it again. So this enables OTKs like insanely well, having all your Ritual Beast monsters gain 1000 attack, especially with all those monsters having quite big attacks, like you can see 1800, 1600, not Lara, 1500, Kanahok and Rampengu have decent attack stats as well, and the Link and Fusion monsters also have pretty big attack stats. So yeah, you can actually enable some great OTKs. I've even thought about making a going second list for this deck, but I don't think it's worth it. So yeah. Now, for the spell cards, the engine spell cards, I mean, we are playing 2 Inheritance. This card is insanely good, but I think at 3 it is kind of bricky, and you love seeing this card in your hand, but only if you have another Ritual Beast monster in your hand as well. So it's okay. So this card says it has some attack modification effects, and it has a way to so let me explain this first. When you contact fuse and you actually, let me explain it even better. So let's say you have a fusion. All the fusions have the effect, except for one maybe, that you can return it as a cost to the extra deck and target 2 of your banished monsters and special summon them in defense position. They have to be a tamer and a spiritual beast, of course, you have to know that. But you special summon them in defense position. And sometimes you would love to use that tag out effect, sorry, to go for game. But the fact that they are special summoned in defense kind of hinders that. But this card says that, where does it say? If 2 or more monsters are special summoned to your field at the same time, you can target one monster on the field and change its battle position, which means that you can actually, maybe sneak in some extra damage. But the good effect of this card is not that. It is that you can reveal a Ritual Beast monster from your hand, and you can then add a Ritual Beast monster from your deck with a different type than that monster, and then you can discard one card. It doesn't have to be a Ritual Beast or something, but yeah, which is great because even if you have all your combo pieces, you can just get a Lara and discard it, because you can then contact fuse her from the grave for Nochiu Draco, or you can protect your monsters from distraction and then special summon something from the deck, and so on. See, this card is pretty great, but at 3, I don't know. Also keep in mind that Ogre and stuff is kind of prominent a little bit right now, so I don't know. Yeah. Then we are obviously playing Triple Emergency Teleport. This card used to be kind of fiffy in this deck because all of the monsters can only be special summoned once per turn, so this kind of hindered the deck, but this actually is the best extender of the deck because you can get Lara very easily, and actually any of the level 3 or lower psychics, which we have a lot. And yeah, you have to play a bit cautiously with it because you have to keep in mind the only special summoned once effect of all those monsters. But this card is great and makes the deck incredibly consistent and helps you bypass hand traps a lot easier. Then for consistency we are playing 2 Prosperity. I don't like 3 because I keep seeing it. I keep seeing 2 in my hand. I don't know why. And also this deck doesn't have the luxury of banishing a whole lot of cards from your extra deck. So you most often go for 3 and just make it a little bit more consistent. Of course, if I want to see a certain card, maybe I'll banish 6 and then we also have 1 Gold Sarcophagus and 1 Foolish Burial. These are great because this can banish Lara from the deck and give us a special summon, or banish any random name that we may need to combo off even better. And Foolish Burial is also great because it can dump Lara for the same reason, and then Contact Fuse for the fusion we said that uses material as well from the grave. And I also run the 1 Ritual Beast Bonds. So this card I kind of don't like it because it is a bit of a brick, but this card literally won me 3 games yesterday, and I don't know, this card is unbelievable. It says that you can banish 2 Ritual Beast monsters you control, and you can special summon 1 Ritual Beast monster from your extra deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. Which means that you can even make the Link monster. And I don't know, this card came through a lot and came up, sorry, not came through, but it came through as well. It came up a lot, and even for OTKs, like you can go to the battle phase, attack, and then Contact Fuse with these 2 of your monsters and OTK like that. And lastly, for our engine, we are playing the mandatory 1 Stitch. I would love to play 2, but I kind of hate opening it. So this card is bonkers though. It says that if you control a Ritual Beast monster, destroy monsters on the field up to the number of Ritual Beast monsters you currently control. So you can literally Raigeki their field constantly. And yeah, that's great. And it's easily searchable as well. Then for the non-engine, I'm playing, of course, don't hate me, Triple Shifter. no need to explain that. It even makes some of the combos work better, like Rampengu or something. 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Imperm, and then for the spells I'm playing 3 Book of Eclipse and 1 Talents. So I think everything is pretty self-explanatory except for Book of Eclipse. This card is actually great because it helps you with a lot of things. Of course, going second, this deck is not amazing. It can do a lot of things, and Shifter also helps you calm down the opponent from comboing and stuff. But this card helps a lot more for the going second aspect of the deck. It doesn't help against links, of course, but yeah. The main reason we play this though is because if the opponent has Nibiru and they activate an early Nibiru, I mean early before you have a Link Mancer on the field or something, but even if you do have a Link Mancer on the field, okay, I'll shut up now. You can actually quick play spell, what am I saying? I don't know. You can actually chain, I meant quick play spell, Book of Eclipse, and set all your Mancers face down. So then Nibiru fizzles, he won't tribute anything. But the great thing is that even if your 2 monsters, let's say you have Kanahok and Lara, are face down, you can still contact fuse even if they are face down. So this is pretty insane, and I would recommend playing it. Also came through a lot yesterday. So this was the main deck. Let's go into our extra deck. So for the extra deck, I'm playing double Ray Rotary. This card is absolutely insane. First of all, it is generic, so it requires 3+ effect monsters, which also the deck doesn't have any locks. It doesn't lock you into Ritual Beasts at all, or winds or whatever. So this card, I mean, you can actually incorporate any strategy you want in this deck, and this is also a reason why the Corridor and the Flag and the Protoss and whatever strategies found its way into this deck. Yeah, so a generic Link 4 for the deck. It has a small floodgate effect. It hasn't come up for me yet. It will come up a little bit for Finsmith though, which is great, I think. But yeah, so it says that neither player can tribute cards to activate a card or effect, which means that they cannot tribute for cost. It also comes up against Ice Bearer, which is not great, but yeah, for the Mirror Magic Master, I mean. But yeah, so of course this doesn't help you against Nibiru, because Nibiru doesn't tribute for cost, but I mean, it's a nice floodgate effect. It's mostly for lore reasons against the Infernoids. But yeah, then this card has an amazing effect. It says that you can target one of your banished Ritual Beast cards. Keep in mind it says cards, so even if you banish, let's say, Steeds, you can get it back to your hand with Ray Rotary or something. And also keep in mind that Kanahok can banish any card as well. Anyway, yeah, you can get that targeted card to your hand, and then you can also immediately after this effect resolves normal summon an additional Ritual Beast monster from your hand, which usually ends up being we usually end up searching Elder in our hand, and we get Kanahok from the banished zone, so we have Elder and Kanahok after the Link 4 and combo even more after that. Then we are also playing, oh my god, the one Kimian Falcos. I want the ultra rare pretty badly, but I forgot to order it, so yeah, and no one around me has got one from any packs, and neither have I. Anyway, this card is great. This card is great because it it's not generic, unfortunately. And it says that all the monsters this card points to gain 600 attack. So it also helps you OTK quite easily. Yesterday I had a rare Rotary that had 1000 attack from Apelio and 600 from this, so it was at it gained 1600 attack, so it was at 4200. It was kind of insane. Yeah, and it also says that you can banish one oh my god, sorry about that. You can banish one ritual beast monster from your grave, and you can normal summon an additional ritual beast monster from your hand. And also this card has the quick effect tag out effect of all the fusion monsters, which is pretty great and helps with flow of another card we have. Then we are playing some generic links. We are playing Appaloosa, we are playing Access Code, we are playing SP, we are playing IP, and we are playing Ahashima. So I don't think this is pretty optimal, but my deck was kind of rushed, I think. And by the way, no one is playing this card. They're playing that spider thingy. I mean, it's more generic. Link spider, I mean, spider thing. Yeah, it's more generic, but this deck has a ton of level 1s, and also, I don't know, this came through a lot, and especially Anima into SP after getting debarriered or something, it helped me clear quite a lot of boards. I think the others are pretty self-explanatory, so if you do have the chance to make Appaloosa on top of your board, it's great. Access Code and SP are great in general. Now for the fusions. We are obviously running the 2 Ulti Kanahok. This is the best card of the deck. This is simply broken. You literally get 20 searches from this card in one turn. This card says that you can target 2 of your banished Ritual Beast monsters. Monsters, right? Doesn't say cards, I think. Let me see. I'm blind. Cards, it says. Okay. Hasn't come up yet, but the more you know. Yeah, so you can banish a target. Okay, you can target 2 of your banished Ritual Beast monsters, and you can send them to the grave to search a Ritual Beast card from your deck. The great thing about this card, though, is that you can quick effect, then tag it out to target 2 of your Ritual Beast monsters to special summon them back. Of course, you need a Tamer and the Spiritual Beast. But, I mean, that's obvious. The great thing is that, let's say we have these 3 banished, okay? That would probably mean that we couldn't use both effects because we need to send 2 to the grave and then special summon 2, so yeah. But what happens here is that you can target these 2, for example, to send to the grave, and then you can target Kanahok and Lara to special summon to the field. Then, when the quick effect resolves, we get the 2 monsters special summon to our side of the field, and then the other one is sent to the grave, and then the search still resolves because a requirement was met, which was to send at least 1 card to the grave. That helps you minimize the technically cost of all of Kanahok's effects, and it helps you make insane loops of searching cards and whatever else. Then we are also playing the Nochi Draco, which we mentioned before. This card is absolutely broken. I think this was the main reason I won most of my, not most, of all of my matches, I think. And yeah, this card was insane. It says, we said before that we can special summon this card by banishing a Ritual Beast Tamer and a Spiritual Beast from field or graveyard, which is great. And it also prevents the opponent from targeting any of your Ritual Beast cards. Monsters, sorry. So this was great. So also, if you are able to summon this kind of early, then Imperm and Veiler and whatever else is kind of dead. SP is dead. It's dead. You know, a lot of cards target nowadays, so yeah. And also it has the quick effect to tag out, but it only can special summon one Ritual Beast monster. It's not like all the other Ritual Beasts that say they can tag out to special summon a Ritual Beast Tamer and a Spiritual Beast monster. The great thing though is that it says it can special summon a Ritual Beast monster, which means that you can also special summon, for example, Kimin Falcos. And if you recall, we said that this Link monster also has the effect to tag out and bring 2 back. So, you know, a Nochi Draco can tag out, bring the 1 monster it can bring, which could be Ulti-Kimin Falcos, and then this card can tag out to bring 2 monsters to our side of the field. Yeah, which is quite a bit of advantage. And also another great thing I forgot to mention with Rei Rotari before is most oftenly this will be part of our end board, these 2 guys right here. And the great thing is that Rei Rotari says that you can target 1 card you control, Ritual Beast card you control, and 1 monster your opponent controls, and banish them. The great thing, as I said, is that you can quick effect tag out with any of your quick effect tag outs, I mean, and get 2 monsters back, or 1 monster in this case, and Rei Rotari will still banish the opponent's card. And one more thing, Ritual Beast Ulti Rei Rotari says that you can banish any Ritual Beast card. So you can also, where is it? Sorry about that. Where is it? Why can't I find it? Okay, I found it. So you can also, let's say you activate Stitch, you can quick effect Rei Rotari to banish Stitch and an opponent's card, which a lot of people forget. And then Ritual Beast Stitch is also banished, which means that you can get it back if you want to really much with Rei Rotari to keep it in rotation, which I really enjoy doing. And oh no, so that's it. No, that's not it. And I'm also playing the one Ulti Apelio, which is mostly here for maybe bigger attack points and maybe not maybe, and for Rampengu to send Apelio to the grave, because with Rampengu you need to banish a monster from the extra deck with the same type as the monster you're going to send, and blah blah blah. So I would also play Ulti Guy Apelio, but I made a mistake with my order and I didn't order that as well. For some reason I was missing that card from back in the day too. So I would play that card, but instead I'm playing one Dweller, and I'm also playing one Sky Crisis Typhon. This didn't come up, to be honest. This did though, and it won me a game as well, which is great. I mean, it won me a game. It was a great support for my winning plays. Yeah. So one thing I would like to mention also is that I would kind of like to add these 2 cards to the deck. I kind of hate them, but I kind of love them. Also, they are so watery, and if you know me, you know I love these cards. Also, Wen is my favorite, so you know, I guess I would like them. So they don't do anything incredible. Petalfin is kind of a brick, but it also says that you can banish one Ritual Beast monster, one Ritual Beast card, sorry, you control. What am I saying? One Ritual Beast card from your hand, and then target a card your opponent controls, return to the hand. So I guess going second, it can be kind of nice. And also you could banish Lara maybe, and then get the good Lara, the new Lara, and then special summon something from the deck, but it's kind of bad. I would love to include them to have more options, because sometimes you can see that your options get limited for things to banish, and maybe you could combo off even more, but you don't have something. Or maybe you could use Pilica, the other reviver, the one that has the same effect as Lara. But yeah, also some other ideas I had were playing one Lightning Shidori, because it could help you clear some boards sometimes. I thought about it, but I haven't included it yet. And now for the side deck, I'm playing 3 Skill Drain. This card is insane. I did draw it only once though, so I can't say much about it. And I'm also playing 3 D-Barrier. That's it for my going first strategies. I think it's pretty decent. I mean, you don't need a lot more, because Shifter ruins a lot of decks, not every deck though. You have a lot of hand traps to, you know, play around the opponent's place. I don't know. Your deck is super consistent in terms of going first. Yeah. So for going second, we are playing evenly matched. We are playing Harpies and Lightning Storms, and we are playing the 3 Dark Ruler No Mores. Dark Ruler was also incredibly helpful. Evenly, I drew it after my opponent passed and I made the full board, so it didn't come up. Yeah. So that was my deck profile. I know it's not most of my subscribers' cup of tea, or maybe it is, I don't know, let me know. If you want maybe some combo videos, I could include that. I once again love this deck. It is one of my favorites of all time. I'm so excited that I get to play it. It kind of gives me the same feeling as when I was playing Giski last year, the past 2 years actually, I think. I don't know. Yeah, and as I said, more water content is coming after this deck profile, and ice barriers. I actually took ice barriers to locals this week as well, and I went 3-2. I did play against a ton of snake eyes though, and I did win some of the matches, but yeah, it was tough. I do have a pretty decent deck list though. I will optimize it a bit, and if I take it longer, I will make a deck profile. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you with ice barriers soon. Bye!